Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Data Driven Decisions. Today, I'm going to show you this cash flow dashboard that more of a tool in Excel that I use to manage my primary checking account. Um, when money's tight, like it is for me right now, my cash is low. I really got to, keep an eye on all the money that comes in and all that goes out of my primary checking account and forecast in the future, figure out what's ahead of me as far as which credit cards I got to pay off and everything else that I got to pay. Some things are constant, like my mortgage and my car payment, but basically, what I like about my primary checking account is that all the money I earn goes into that account, and then all the money that I pay out goes from that account. For the most part, I really try to make it that way. I try to make everything uh, come in and out of that account, just because it's easier to manage it that way. I only want to have to manage one checking account and all the money that it goes. So let me share my screen. I'll show you what the tool looks like. So yeah, back in the day, when Huntington was my primary checking account, this was the cash flow dashboard that I built for it. I started it in 2021 and kept it going all the way to 2023. And this really helps me keep a good eye on all the money movement for this account. Starting with all the ways that money comes into it, the pay, any sort of income I make, and then the credit cards, the credit card payments. As far as like investing and moving money to any of my savings/investing accounts, and then here are some expenses that always come out of the checking account, things that you can't put on a credit card. And so this is like, its own calculator. Each column is a pay period. So I get paid twice a month. So um, it's segmented, each time I get paid. So I want for each cell or for each column, I want it to start the day I get paid. That's the day money goes into the account. And then for the next 15 days, I want to forecast all the money that goes out and make sure that I don't end up in the negative. So, for instance, on January 1st, 2023, here's the money I got paid, and then here were all my credit card expenses totaling $3,700, and then here's where I saved $460. Here are some expenses that came out, and at the end, I was really tight. I had just a total of $1,686 in my checking account, and this is two accounts, both checking and savings. So here's the split between checking and savings. I always keep what's in my savings constant, and then the difference is what's in my checking. And I got to make sure that not this account, but my Bank of America, I have to keep 500 in my savings and 1,500 in my checking, or else there's a fee, and I always want to avoid fees. So this is something I built a few years ago for myself when money was tight. And I rebuilt it. I now have a new primary checking account, which is my Bank of America, since I moved and I live in a place where Huntington doesn't exist. So I recreated this a couple weeks ago, and this is what it looks like. And I have it forecasted for the next 2.5 months out. Right now we're on this column, 6/30. So this is what I got paid. I got an insurance check because I'm getting a new roof, so I got a lot of money coming in. Since I had so much money coming in, I decided to pay off all my credit cards, or not all of them, but a lot of them. And so I paid off 4,600 in credit card debt, sent 500 to my Huntington account, um, paid my mortgage, got my truck loan. So in total, I have at the end of all this, when all is said and done, after on 7/14, this is what I should have in my account, 6,455. And now that I know that number, I can take it to the next week and to the next pay period, 7/15, which is in a couple weeks, so a week. This is what I want it to look like. Actually, I know I'm not going to make $1,000 at DoorDash. I'll probably make 200. I'm going to do some driving, maybe 300. And here's some payments. Not going to send anything to savings. Here's some utilities. Still doing good. I am doing good until I pay off that 7,000 I got insurance. That's going out of my account. It's going to get tight. So at some point, I would say this week, this is going to happen. And I'm very tight now. So once I have to pay for the roof, things are going to be really tight for me, and I got to figure out how I'm going to bring in more money to this checking account because the expenses are going to happen. I'm saying to myself, I got a DoorDash, but I'm probably not going to do too much of it. Like this month, not much. So sadly, since things are looking so tight, I'm going to probably have to cash out some of my Roth and move it into this account to put me in a good place. What's good that is happening is that I did get a new credit card, a Fidelity credit card with a long APR, 0%, and $15,000 credit limit. So I'm putting a lot of my expenses on that. Anything that, I go to a store and use my card, I'm using that card. And I'm not going to have to pay that off for another 15 months. So while I'm growing that account, all my other credit cards are shrinking. I'm not putting much money on those. So my credit card payments are going to be lower. And that's how I plan to grow cash. Grow cash by a new credit card. Because I'm going to be putting everything on that credit card. I'm not going to be spending more. I'm just going to be moving the money from one credit card to another. I'm not going to pay off that credit card for a while. And then so my credit card payments are going to be very low. And that means I'm going to be able to grow my checking account because I'm not going to have as many expenses. So, you can see in these future months, these credit cards payments are low. And that's how I'm going to stay afloat without um, cashing out retirement. I would say this is not going to happen. This is not going to happen. I'm still positive. I'm going to have a fee, though. I'll have a fee because this is low. But, this tool is helping me know that trouble's ahead of me. As soon as I pay off that roof, this account's going to be very low. And I really got to be cognizant about what I spend, what money goes out of this account. And hopefully try to find a way to bring more money in somehow. Because money's tight right now. So this is a cool tool, I like this a lot. This really helps me in the future. I definitely uncovered a problem that's going to happen very soon, and I'm on top of it. I'll do what I can to fix it. So I hope you like this tool. I hope it inspires you to build such a thing on your own. Have a good day. Bye.